Well, techno, they're talking about allow me to enjoy myself. A very good morning to you. Welcome to the weekend edition of TVC Breakfast, where we bring to you all the exciting news in the world and entertainment, sport and current affairs, and you won't want to miss anything on the program this morning. It promises to be interesting, educative, and informative, and that's why you need not to leave the screen as we bring to you all the nitty-gritty concerning entertainment, sports, and in the policy. I'm not here alone. I've been joined by the beautiful, the delectable Olamide Adeyemi. Very good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Manuel. How was your week? How is your week going?
Fine. Everything is going on fine, and that's why we're here again.
We're here to enjoy ourselves.
To enjoy ourselves. Wow. Allow me to enjoy myself. Very interesting there coming from techno there. And one thing we need to know is that despite the challenges in the country, we need to just enjoy ourselves. There's this saying that say problem, no they waiting.
No they finish.
No they finish.
But that's not new to Nigerians. We find a way to, bring joy out of every situation that we are going through. If we look around, you can see that there are things that try to bring your joy down. But of course, we're happy people. During the week, we had the list of happiest nations in the world. Well, Nigeria ranked 102nd. Finland ranked the happiest country in the world. But I mean, out of all the countries in the world, we are still happy despite some of
one thing with Nigerians,
environmental factors that we
we have this thing or the shock absorber to stay glued through things and we're able to navigate the challenges. All right. We need to go now. The detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, whose request for bail was refused by the Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday, has pleaded to be transferred to Kuje prison. Kanu, who is currently in custody of the Department of State Services, said he has a serious health condition that could not be handled by his present detention center. But Justice Nyako said that he will keep him where he deemed fit, as the Kuje was out of fit. And she said that some suspect remanded in Kuje had escaped, and the judge subsequently adjourned the case to April 17, 2024 for commencement of trial. Well, I'm tempted to say Kemi at this time. What
I know you miss Kemi. Yeah. We miss you, Kemi, if you can hear this. But this story is quite delicate. I don't know if you watched our exclusive earlier this week with Celestina and Nnamdi Kanu. Well, he mentioned some things. He made some allegations against the DSS about him not being able to change his dress. They didn't give him a change of clothes. He has cognitive or congestive heart failure and some other issues that he mentioned. But we have to be very careful when talking about this issue. But I understand what the judge is talking about, that Kuje prison has a history of inmates who try to escape.
Jailbreak. And
then we also have Nnamdi Kanu, who has a history of jumping bail. He was not able to swear. They said he failed to declare an oath in the affidavits by his lawyer that if granted bail, he will not jump it. But he did that. He left the country in about 2017 on this issue, and that's why the judge is saying, no, she will not do this. And then the best she can do is probably an accelerated hearing where he can wrap up this case. Then he also, I also want to raise questions about the fact that why is he in the DSS custody? Why can he not be in the prison? I mean, awaiting trial. It's an ongoing case, right?
Well, it's an ongoing case, and that's why you said earlier we need to be very careful on this matter. But one thing that Kanu also raised in court with some journalists if he's released in 2 minutes, that the insecurity in the southeast will end. Well, Nnamdi Kanu they're speaking, saying that the insecurity in the southeast will end if he's been released by the federal.
He said that, but then he also mentioned that some persons are profiting from this insecurity. Now, we are different people. We understand things differently. From what he said, I would see it as a sort of plea, because he said if he was released, then he will restore justice and peace to the southeast region. I could see it as a sort of, plea to be released after a long time in detention. What do you say about that?
Well, concerning that, he is still seeing himself as the IPOB leader. And that's why he's saying that, well, it's the onus lies on the court to decide whether he will be released or not. But one thing that is very interesting at this time is that you can see the attire that he is wearing is still the same. And Celestina Area was able to raise the fact that, why are you still on this particular attire?
Well, he said the DSS did not give him a change of clothes. I mean, he has the right to that, irrespective of whatever case. He still has his fundamental human rights. The DSS is yet to respond to that, but they said, as regards his health, that they have a health facility where he's being taken care of. And so I feel, because this matter is a bit delicate, we can only play around it.
We just have to play around it and ensure that, well, justice is done, or seen to have been done in this particular matter.